I have never let anybody down, which means in the next half an hour, you'll probably surely gain something valuable. Provided there's a condition that you give me your attention and I give you all the energy that I have, all the ideas that I have today, and I hope some of it will be valuable. Okay? So that's the deal. Are you okay with that? Okay. We have also, so I'll just quickly take you through a plan, and that will set the agenda of the discussion today. So we'll start off with introductions. We just did our side, and we'll now ask some of you to share about yourself. Then we'll kind of put out the three key goals we have for the discussion today. After that, we'll have an interactive discussion. So it's not a lecture, it's not going to be a jnana. If you interact, the discussion will become very useful for you. And just to assure you that this interaction is going to be anchored around a quiz. And like all quizzes, there's no negative marking, there's no stress. If you answer it right, and sometimes you're just trying to answer, you'll get a prize. And the prize is a chocolate. The chocolate should be on the way. Is it already there? Just so that you show. Because the last minute prize, so it's not the best chocolate, but still a chocolate, right? So for every right answer, you get a chocolate. For every wrong answer, I will not take a chocolate. Okay, so there is no negative marking. And we'll then come to some serious questions that concerns us. I would assume they would concern you as well. One of them is very important. This question, is something I have asked pretty much even postgraduate students, and they struggle with this question. But it is probably the most important question you should ask yourself. Maybe it's time to become aware of that. If we have time, we will talk a little bit about ITIA University, the university that we are building in Bangalore, not too far from here. And in the end, we'll request your support in giving us a little feedback on whether this interaction has been useful or not useful. And if you're interested and you want to stay in touch with us, you can share your contact details. If you don't like us, you don't want to stay in touch with us, it's fine. In the end, I'll also give you some references. These are things that I wish somebody had given it to me when I was your age. I'm hoping that some of you will take it from here, and who knows what you will make from it. So we'll give you the references. We'll also share the contact details for Shilpa and some of us, so that in case you want to connect with us later on, you can always meet us. Good. So we start off with introductions. I always want to introduce myself, just to, not to give you my profile and what I have done and not done. But this is just to tell you where I come from, because everything that I say and I talk about has some reference to my background, right? So I want to tell you about my background, and then I'll ask you some questions. Let's start there. So I was pretty much like you many years ago. I studied in a school in Delhi called Delhi Public School, RK. I don't know if you're aware. It's a good school. It's like a public school, very huge pressure in terms of cracking exams. Everybody wants to go to IIT and medical schools, so I studied there. After that, I did my engineering at a college, engineering college, IIT Delhi. I'm sure some of you might know, because some of you prepare for engineering. And then I worked for a few years, and then I went abroad, then I came back. I studied in a business school, not so far from here. It's called Indian School of Business, Hyderabad. And then I had some great experiences working outside the India. I was a field engineer, drilling for oil and gas. Oil rigs. So I was drilling for oil and gas in Japan, Middle East, Southeast Asia, in strange places across the world. And then I came back to India after 3-4 years. And the last 16-17 years has just been in education. Because I just a personal call, I did not find my corporate career something that would give me a sense of meaning. And I said, I want to be in education, I want to be in India. And I have occasionally questioned, should I not have done this? Should I have settled abroad like most of my friends do? But so far it has been good. I have not regretted even a moment. I do regret my first job, which was supposedly the highest paid job on the campus that year. It was supposed to be a job everybody waited for. But somehow I was never happy in that job even for one day. After that 17 years, 16, 17 years that I've spent, I have never made so much money, as much money as I made in my first job, on my first day. But somehow I'm 20 times happier today. I get to talk to people like you, and I think that's far more meaningful than drilling for oil and gas for me. Okay? I'm not saying you guys should not go and drill for oil and gas. You should go and drill for oil and gas. I also got an opportunity to set up a university. I was a project director of a university called Ashoka University. So I set that up over 7-8 years. And now I help set up other institutions. So it is my privilege to be assisting Atria University in its setup and launch. That's my professional and academic background. I'm rushing through this because there's more important stuff coming. The last is very important. That's about me as a person. So I'm married. I have one daughter who is your age. I don't know how many of you in class 11. Okay. So my daughter is in class 11. So I'm just worried what kind of questions will come to me now. And I have one daughter and I have one wife. Okay? So far. So that's a little bit about me. And I rushed through this. This is not as fast the rest of the presentation will go. But I thought I'll give you a context and then ask you now about you. So I get a sense, most of you are class 11, right? Any class 12 guys? Oh, that's right. Half the class is class. Okay. So I have 3 questions for you. What do you plan for your higher studies? कहाँ जाना चाहते हो? क्यों जाना चाहते हो? क्या करना चाहते हो? And I know your teachers are also sitting around you, but feel comfortable. I have got strange answers in this conversation whenever I have had. So be open. Just tell me what you want to do after you finish your class 12. And